bafethu kuyatshe eParliament. Mosi ndiyenzile la phathi yobubu uSolomon usekephumile. Hayi ke ngoku sokungena uGeneral Phahlane. Xa kungena andikayithathi phofu kwa testimony kaPaul Solomon. So nekaGeneral Phahlane ngisezayithatha. Ndisabuya ngala mcimbi kaPaul Solomon. Bafethu Paul Solomon njengoba sekahambile sekungena itestimony kaGeneral Phahlane, hayi man aphakamisa isandla uNomvalo wathi hayi man saqhubeka nje ngokungathi akho nto yenzekile, asikwazi ukuqhubeka ngokungathi akho nto yenzekile, masiqhubeke kuthethene ngala mcimbi kaPaul Solomon. Ukhona ke phofu uGeneral Phahlane wathula umntana womntu uhleli apho kuphicothelwa ngaloo nto leyo. Hayi wathi utshe hayi i-legal team izayibona into ekhona, hayi ke i-legal team nyayazi izabamba iyeka ibamba iyeka inoba isezafuna nokubuza nako go-speaker into yoba ithini nje into yakhona. Wathi uNomvalo asikwazi wangenelela uMathys, wathi uMathys kaningalibali uba lo mntu lowo unamapassport nje amaninzi gqithi, lo mntu lowo une-private jet. Iyahlekisa nje into yakhona, ndicela nizibukele iividiyo zakhona because ndizozi-athatsha. Hayi bo wathi nje asikwazi kuthi ekusesenjalo hayi ke kwangena umfana kanti mani wathi uShongwe nivile uba lo mntu lona utheni kuthi uthe kaloku siyomthini ngempundu ubathukile mos wathi lick my ass. Wathi uShongwe nivile butheni wathi asikwazi wathi leyo bani ne-legal team siza masiqhubeni ngalethu sisamone lo mntu lola simfuna apha and ongasamfuni na-for ilanga liyi-1 sasimfuna i-4 days funa umhlaba i-4 days. Wathi into basithi sizawulinda i-legal team bithini hayi i-legal team mayisifumane ngendlela lo mntu masimsamoneni lona athi noba ucinga uqhwesha hayi kubanjwe kwa ipassport le yakhe uyabila uyathini phofu ke uJames just before uShongwe ethe uJames hayi ke aba baku-social media aba kuma-platform nje sebetshilo nje bathi nje hayi sizizinja nje ezikhona kodwa zingenamazinyo. Wangena uMalema wathi uMalema ayiwazi wathi wayidlala wayireplay uMalema wathi bafethu niyibona indlela yondoda ephume ngayo apha uthi ndadibana noChe naye sekethukile uthi nami ndama hayi ingqondo sizobuya after into yoba heyi bo lo mntu bome basimvalele lo bome basimblokile into yoba ngaphumi nangoku uthe usikhosana izama enyoba usikhosana nayo ivele wayicinga into yoba kaloku kuzawuthiwa umblokile apha endleleni uthi nje uyabona into yokuqala i-instinct yokuqala eyafika kuba konje ngumlungu eyi sikusaba umlungu. Wangena uSouls wathi uSouls hayi ninganifaki kuloo nto uba nina nizosaba umlungu heyi kodwa basiboni hayi abelungu abasiboni bafethu hayi inhlekisa nje hawuhlekise ukorobeke ngabo phansi uPaul Solomon. Itsho kaloku into ithi uba ngaba bamyekile uPaul Solomon hayi babazi ba-elbis ichithekile phelile into neParliament uzewatsho uMalema wathi uba ngaba sidili nalo mcimbi kaPaul Solomon we might as well close indaba into nokwenza ne-ADO committee bafethu kuyatsha.
Chair, that can't be a reason because this is something that is big. A man just walked out here and it's contempt. And this committee, number one, is not taking it serious because if the legal team needed to consult, they should have came to you and made arrangements so whatever information they needed, they got it immediately so we can act immediately. We represent the people of the country here. So it's now the people of this country must go and do a citizen's arrest because the people that we represent here in Parliament can't even do something as basic as a legal opinion and get information in a short period of time. And if we were serious, whoever needed to be sat down at a table, they should have been sat down already. If I was the speaker, if the EFF was the speaker, I can tell you now we would have summoned everybody because no one should come here, then we go on as if nothing else has happened. So that excuses the reasoning that we have to be waiting for senior counsel Arendse before we can do a legal opinion. It shouldn't be something that is acceptable. It should have been done already, Chair. Now we must be waiting until tomorrow. A man walked out of Parliament and we are waiting until tomorrow. He has a private jet. He's got passports from all different countries. We don't know whether he's a spy or he's not a spy. We don't know. But we must wait until tomorrow just to find out what our recourse is for contempt of Parliament. It's not acceptable.
Honorable James.
Thank you so much, Chair. Chair, I fail to understand why consultation is needed. Maybe consult on what? Because the entire country saw what happened here today. The entire country has been watching how Mr. Paul O'Sullivan has been undermining the work of this committee since day one, before he even appeared before us, sending us threats, calling us names. What are we going to consult about at this point? On social media and all over, people are calling us what? Dogs without teeth and all sorts of names. And we are allowing this to happen. Right now, the country isn't even interested. No one's even interested in listening to any other witnesses. People are sending me messages saying, what is happening? Why are you guys so quiet on the O'Sullivan matter? That man is definitely on a plane out of the country. It is something that we need to respond to South Africans, to give them the confidence that we are acting in their best interest. And I think this matter must be prioritized. Thank you, Chair.
Honorable Shongwe.
Ngiyabonga Hlalo. Che, I think I echo into ekhulunywa ama members. Che, sidelelwe la. Sidelelwe ngendlela esimanga futhi akadelelanga thina udelela izwe lethu. Lelathi uyalithanda. Awukwazi ke che uthi uSoloven uthi izwe uyalithanda bese ungalihloniphi. Ngiyacela che, ngicela ukuthi usebenzise amandla ukuthi ukhiphe le summon. Sesizoxoxa later i-legal team mayibuya. Sizawuya naye ecourt sixoxe into. Akuphumele lesi siqondiso namhlanje che. Ukuze kusasa ekseni uma engenza akhiphe indize ezomkhipha kuleli izwe leli. Kuthathwe leyo passport ahlale la silinde sikufuna ukukhuluma naye. Futhi eze la sokhuluma naye 4 days asafuni 1 day che because nezinto emela ayiphendule. Okubalekile che ukuthi uma sizokuvumela lokukwenzeka without taking isiqondiso immediately sisetha into esingeke size siyikhona and simfundisa ukuthi akabone ukuthi yena uliphethe lelizwe nje beshilo uqala wasithuka che wathi asimkhothe izibuni sathula wahlule ukukhuluma neANCA la ukuthi axolise wenza umathanda la che so ngicela che icourt izosilandela illegal izosilandela yabona lo mthetho we Dutch Roman law che uyasilimaza because kumele silinde manje indoda isidelelile uma ingaphuma somthathaphi uma ingaphuma check the country somthathaphi ngicela ukuthi usikhiphe isiqondiso usivumele nje uqonde nje ngqo ukuthi akahlale lo mfethu abuye la azosibona sikhulume naye ngiyacela che i-legal team mhlambi ngayohlala ngahlala la ngaphandle ixoxe icede sobona icourt ayiqali ngaye mawukuthi unabantu abathembile court bazomnikeza lama judgment ahlala wathola ebusuku ngo12 akazi ukuyithola ke khona thina ke che ngiyacela please.
Honorable Malema.
No, Chair. I think that there is no sense of agency from the legal team. Because if they were embarrassed by what happened, they wouldn't say the things they are saying up to us now. That should have embarrassed them. And they should have known immediately when the guy was threatening that he's going to walk out. They should have known that now the matter is going to come to them. For a quick advice, if you are not going to act on that guy, we'll rather close this committee now because we are going to be subjected to that humiliation. We are going to be subjected to that humiliation where Honorable Skosana has to stand up. He doesn't know what to do because he was being disrespected and no one is coming to our rescue. Whether we must manhandle him or what.
He was going out.
No, he blocked him here. He had to physically block him but without touching him because he will be accused of manhandling
That's
him.
why I say he was going out.
Yes.
They happened to find themselves
At the passage.
on each other's way. But,
Yes.
but Honorable Skosana, I can certainly say I saw him even when he rose up here that his intention was to go out.
You know, that frustration should have made everybody to be on their feet that, okay, when this happens, what do we do? When this happens, what do we do? We appear sheepish. We appear toothless. And we want to continue business as usual. Paul O'Sullivan should have received an application in the High Court without papers, where we go to the court and say, yes, a fugitive, he's got a potential to run. He left Parliament without the permission of Parliament, and he's got so many passports, and he's got a private jet. He sits here and brags about a fraudulent pilot license, and then when it suits him, the pilot license no longer works. He has been bragging that he's got a private jet here. Then everybody must shift now because the flight is leaving. He's going to be left by the flight. Who gets left by a flight if the flight is your private jet? It means even that private jet is a lie. And that pilot license, it's a lie. So the legal, we must adjourn now. We must adjourn now as we prepare to ask questions to the general. As we adjourn the legal and I don't know what they want from evidence leader, because evidence leader doesn't lead those types of things. There he's got no role. There it is parliament, the speaker by now should have made a call to say, what is this that I'm seeing? Can you come to my office now and give me a clarity of what's happening there? Nothing. It's business as usual. And that's what has given this Paul O'Sullivan the courage to behave in a manner he did. If you know what white supremacy means and you are unable to read, you only react to action. You saw it in action today. You don't have to read anything. Whiteness, white supremacy, the arrogance of white privilege displayed itself here today. And typical of us with victimhood mentality and the trauma we suffered as black people, we all found ourselves wanting because a white man was acting. And the first instinct was to be scared of a white man. Yes. And we reacted when the white man was long gone, because that's how we were framed. That was a white supremacy in action. And it took us aback, including you, Chair. You were looking at it like, what's happening now? And you couldn't react.
I was watching him when he was walking towards you.
Yeah, I said to him, sit down, man. And then he said, no, I'm leaving. And I didn't know what to do. And then I realized later when he's left, this guy was supposed to be stopped. Because the first instinct is to say, it's a white man, I must not touch a white man. And then I realized later, no, man, politically I'm wrong. I should have stood up to that man. But that's how we're framed, Chair. You ought to deal with that thing because it continues the trauma of black people. He undermined us openly. And we must act with agents, not the way we're being advised.
Honorable Solos.
Chair, you see, when black people talks, there's no respect here. The white people don't respect us.